Hello there, and welcome back to Pallegney. September here, and this month we have our grass field to mow, we have all of our bales to collect, and then we can start prepping the fields we harvested last month for next season. And we can also plant some barley for our chicken feed next year. So let's get started with our usual whip over the fence. And you may have noticed in the last episode that I tried a different approach to beginning the episode. Tried an approach where I'm already doing things as opposed to starting outside our house and quickly going over what we're going to be doing today. I think I kind of prefer the approach I've been using up until the last episode. Mostly because I get to do the whip over the fence. I tried a different approach last episode just to see how I felt about it. Let me know which you prefer in the comments. Be interested to know. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with the approach that we had up until the last episode. Anyways, I'm emptying the chickens of their eggs because their output is full and they're not able to produce any more eggs. So we'll get that done. We'll get most of these delivered to the storage warehouse. But I will deliver, I think, 2 of them over to the potato processing just to ensure that is topped up. I also want to check our potato processing to see how it's doing for its inputs. So we'll take a look at that as well. Okay, so it looks like paprika chips and potato salad. So it looks like onions is okay. It looks like peppers are still not doing okay. I upgraded one of our greenhouses a couple of months ago. I think I'm going to upgrade this greenhouse just so that we're getting more peppers in. There we go. We'll upgrade that greenhouse. So hopefully that will help with the deficit in peppers. And take a look at the output here. Our starch is looking pretty full, so I'm going to set that to storing. We'll get the starch emptied around December time, and we can then sell that off for a little bit of a profit. Okay, let's get our forklift parked away. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll start by drilling the barley field with the drill and our large tractor. And once I've done the headland of that and set a worker up on it, I can then start mowing our grass field with the small tractor. Looks like I'm going to have to collect the bales before I start doing that. Okay, well, I guess I am going to park this off to the side then. Let's send our big tractor over to the store because we're going to rent the bale stacker. I'm not picking all these up manually. There's too many. It's going to be about 60 once we have mowed the grass again, so we may as well rent the bale stacker. It'll be better than picking all the bales up manually, which would just take far too long. So while the big tractor's on its way over to the store, we'll hook the little tractor up to both of our mowers and we'll make a start on mowing the grass field. I know the little tractor isn't quite powerful enough, but I think it will do just fine on the flat field that has grass in it. Okay, so we have collected the bales off of this field so that we can replant barley in it, and the bale loader is over in the other field waiting for a tractor to be free so that the bales can be collected from the other fields. In the meantime, I'm going to put this on a worker so it can continue planting the barley in this field, and I'm going to switch over to our small tractor which has finished mowing, and just with the exception of this little straggly piece here, which I'm going to satisfy my OCD by completing just like that. And I'm going to fold the mower away, take this back over to the farm, switch it out for the tedder, and dry the grass. I'm trying to think what to plant in our fields for next year. We need a little bit of oats, so what I might do is that area that we have sugar beets in, I might put oats in that half of that field, and not sure about the rest of the fields. Maybe we'll probably need some new potatoes at some point, so we'll take a look at that. How many potatoes do we have? Go up to the top here. We still have 350,000 litres left. Well, I think there's definitely enough in there to last us until next September. One thing I did notice when I unloaded the bale loader into the warehouse is that I probably should have got the bale loader that stacks vertically instead of the one that stacks horizontally, because we're going to have bales everywhere due to the way this bale stacker unloads them. That's a lesson to learn for next time we have this many bales. The stack of 14 bales will definitely fit vertically in the warehouse. When the stack's 7 high, they'll be pretty easy to get down from the top with a forklift. I don't see any issues there, so just a small lesson for the future so that we don't have bales everywhere. I was hoping to actually get some of the bales pulverized into pellets this month, but it looks like it's going to end up being a busy month, as it always is, so that may end up waiting for another couple of months, which isn't ideal because, as I mentioned in the last episode, the reason I bought the Primos 5000 was so that we could gradually do it throughout the year. Ideally, what we need to be able to do that is a third tractor that can sit there and power the Primos at all times. Should really look out for that. I saw in the discount store a couple of months ago an old Volvo tractor which may have been enough to power the Primos, because we're not towing it anywhere, we're just powering it in its place, but I didn't think of it at the time. So looking out in the discount store for some kind of medium tractor that can just sit there and power the Primos 5000. Anyways, I'll continue with this and the field planting, bale collecting, windrowing, and everything else I need to do on the fields, and I will rejoin you again in a bit. Okay, so we're making good progress rolling our barley field that we just planted. We have limed the oat field that we harvested last month, just on our way to finish liming the sorghum field. And we can also, I think I'll leave liming the red beet field until after we've harvested the sugar beets next month. Then we can do both of those together. And then all we have to do is continue collecting the bales from the rest of the fields, and then we can spend the rest of the day creating pallets of pellets from those bales. Oh, we also have to windrow and bale the dried grass from the field we mowed this morning. That can be our big tractor's next job. Yeah, we really do need a third medium-sized tractor to run that Primos, because that could be pulverizing those bales as we're doing the other work. Very much doubt the small tractor would run the Primos. I can give it a try, considering we don't need to tow it anywhere. It might run it, but we will see. Also want to mulch this field here. Again, I'm not sure that it makes a difference with precision farming, but it might do. So I would rather give it a try and see. Or maybe I won't. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe we can do it one of the quieter months. In January, February, before we plant the sorghum for next year. Trying to think what other crops we should plant for next year. We're obviously going to be doing potatoes in the fields next to our farm. Probably going to be doing at least 2 fields of potatoes, maybe 3. I might do the larger field, the one that we join together with potatoes, and then the long skinny field I'll save for oats, so that we can finish off the next level of VIP order. Just trying to think what else might need doing. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so we've collected another full trailer load of bales from the fields, and it wasn't the best place to unload them, was it really? Probably not. Never mind. Lesson learned for next time, although maybe not. I don't know. Let's see if the small tractor can power the Primos. Then we can start feeding it some bales. Okay, so it looks like it can. Okay, that's good. So, in that case, let's start up our forklift and let's start feeding the Primos some bales. We'll do the ones outside first to get them out of the open air, because we're forecast some rain soon. So we'll get these ones out of the way. We'll do them 4 at a time, and we can start creating some bales while we're collecting bales off of the field. Seems like a good idea. So we'll get these first 4 fed to the Primos, and hopefully it will continue to grind up the bales once it starts receiving them. We'll see. Because if that is the case, we don't necessarily need a medium-sized tractor to power the Primos. We can do it with a small tractor. Okay, this first one loaded on. The next one's picked up, and let's see. Okay, there we go. Looks like we can do that. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get back out onto the field with our large tractor. I think we have a couple more bales to collect off of this field here, and then we can head over to the oat field and finally the hay field that if only we can collect the bales of hay that we have just created. We'll obviously have to alternate between collecting the bales, loading the bales into the Primos, and emptying the output of the bale warehouse. Okay, so we've started making the straw pellets and they're being an absolute nightmare as usual. Getting stuck to the forklift, they are overlapping each other on the output. Almost not worth it, but just about worth it. Trying to avoid putting them into the storage shed as that just causes an absolute nightmare, and just putting up with them being mischievous and causing all kinds of problems. So let's get another 4 fed to the pellet maker. We'll take 2 from out here and we'll shove these all along a little bit, because once I've cleared those other 2 from the storage area here, I'm going to unload the full bale loader that we have, and then I can get back out on the field with it and collect the rest of the bales. And we still have at least 1 more load of straw bales and half a load of hay bales to bring in from the fields. Okay, so we have finally collected all the bales off the field, and our bale warehouse pellet making facility is absolutely stacked to the brim with bales. We've started pushing out the pallets of pellets. I think we have about 10 so far, and our machine is hard at work making more. This is the last load of bales. I'm going to put these... where am I going to put them? Wherever they'll fit, I think, at this point. Let's see. I spin myself around here. Can I squeeze the trailer in that little gap there? We'll find out in a second. I think even if I get in here like this, I don't think I'm going to be able to drop off the bales, am I? So, where am I going to put these? Really should have got that auto stacker that can stack vertically. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we are finally unloaded. Let's take a quick look in the warehouse to see exactly what's going on here. Yeah, we literally have bales everywhere. We can even parkour on them. Look at that. Bale parkour. Okay, let's get this tractor and trailer out of here. We'll get the bale loader returned because we don't need it anymore. And I think that is going to be it for this episode. I do want to get some more of the hay and straw bales turned into pellets, but I think I might leave that for the next episode, December, January, whenever we can. I will just empty the output so that the warehouse can be filling it up again overnight. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hope you're enjoying, following along. If you are, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, bye for now.